gladiator is either a warrior hero or a villain to be booed. He may have been a slave or a criminal or even a prisoner of war. But now he's become a caged, performing animal, fed a diet of high-energy food and savage beatings. He is an object of scorn, envy, admiration, even lust. If he is lucky, stardom waits. The crowd will chant his name and he will win his freedom. But his days are spent honing the only skills for which he will ever be praised or valued: fighting, killing, dying.
Gladiators are trained in special facilities, the so-called ludi, or games, literally, but they probably weren't a whole lot of fun. This is where gladiators live. These are barrack-like facilities.
In the decades after the opening of the Colosseum, a huge training school with its own arena will be built next door to feed it with skilled fighters. It looks small, but only compared to the Colosseum itself. In fact, it serves as barracks for hundreds of men.
The training of gladiators in many ways parallels the training of Roman soldiers. Just like a Roman soldier, a gladiator has to learn how to wield a sword. So both legionaries and gladiators will train with a gladius, the standard two-edged sword.
The gladius is designed for close-quarter work, stabbing and slashing from behind a shield in the press of battle. Many of the gladiators have seen firsthand how the legionaries used them. They were prisoners of war. They'd faced them. But while legionaries are taught to kill with an efficiency that is almost industrial, the training that gladiators receive is different. They have to be shown it.
It's spectacle fighting. It's extremely ritualized. It's a world apart from ordinary fighting, from soldiers fighting.
Because the Roman people are obsessed with gladiator fights, we're able to build a very clear picture of what one looked like. There's written evidence, pictorial evidence, graffiti from the time, and most strikingly of all, this armor. A gladiator's weapons and armor are his costume and his props.
These bits of gladiators' kit were found both in Herculaneum and Pompeii, and they illustrate beautifully the extraordinary variety that you need to make a gladiatorial spectacle. Look at this guy with this helmet with tiny little holes. That gives him good protection.
The various styles of armor are meant to represent the battle dress of Rome's conquered enemies.
This helmet is supposed to be a Thracian's helmet. Now, let's imagine that the Thracians were once upon a time gladiators who came from Thrace and were kitted out like Thracian soldiers. But no Thracian soldier ever wore such a fancy thing as this, with all this elaborate visor around his face, this really elaborate line to the helmet, and then look at the decoration on it, the wonderful Medusa's face.
Real battle armor offers its wearer the best possible combination of mobility and protection. But again, gladiator armor is different. Its purpose is to ensure that the spectators, connoisseurs of violence, see a varied, balanced contest.
Here's another way of doing it. You've got bigger holes for the eyes, and you can see his helmet is much more decorated. But suppose he's pitted against the net man, who chucks his net over you, brings you down, and can then get at your body, which, though your head is beautifully protected, your body is exposed. Nobody should be fully protected. Everyone's got to have the weakness, and the opponent knows which weakness to go for, and, of course, all the spectators know which weakness, and they're cheering on, and they're seeing the skill with which each one both defends himself and attacks.
Training and experience are everything. A gladiator's most dangerous fight is always going to be his first. He has on average a 1 in 6 chance of dying every time he steps into the arena. And these statistics are skewed by the fact that in every generation, a handful of elite killers fight dozens of bouts and win every time. For those few, feared, revered, loathed and applauded, a kind of celebrity beckons.